What's this? What's that? Oh. Where is it? So yeah, I should fast forward that. Hopefully I'll remember to. Okay, what time have we got? I don't think I'm actually going to finish it today. It's getting pretty close though.
Meve's force reached Kaveldun, a small, run-down town.
The blackclads! They've a strong garrison in place.
Proclaimed her scouts upon returning from a foray.
And they stand prepared for a siege. Their stores overflow, and we see ballistas, scorpions.
Kaveldun can be taken,
Began Reynard hesitantly.
but not without losses. Considerable losses.
A retreat. Is that what you advise?
I fear the soldiers wouldn't take to such a course. They're eager, Your Grace. They've a fire in them. Order a retreat and you could devastate morale.
Our losses may be heavy,
Said Meve, drawing her sword.
but I'll make certain the vile invader suffers even more. Order the troops to prepare. We will attack.
Soon after, the Lyrians moved on Kaveldun, war drums rumbling in step to their march. Upon the walls, the Nilfgaardians stood poised to defend.
Siege of Kaveldun. When the Lyrians approached the walls of Kaveldun, they were greeted with a hail of bolts and arrows. The Nilfgaardians had made clear they had no intention of surrendering the city without a fight. Yet, if they believed such a tactic sufficient to discourage Meve's siege, a harsh truth awaited them. Story battle. Shortened battle. It's a shortened battle we've got. I'll take you and you and... I'll even take you. Let's see how this goes.
I won't leave a single city to these invader scum! Valyria! For Rivia!
My, now that is some fancy weaponry. And it's still got that new war machine smell.
Watch your heads!
Wise choice.
We must bring down their walls! Crush them!
Yeah, getting to it.
Infantry! Catch!
And some peasants let me...
Vienna!
Do I want drummers, slingers? What do I want? Drummers.
As you wish, milady.
Slingers are worth more power. I'll go with slingers.
Nildgaard!
Again and again and again.
Man.
Order!
Actually, they will die. Hopefully, faster than my note dies. No, I don't want pikemen.
For Rivia! Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Let's just get rid of the pikemen.
Life is mine now.
Six. I'm gonna lose some units anyway.
Of course, as you wish, master.
No! No!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I smell a leak.
Yeah.
Egreto dum anime est. Fe est.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Not going into the fray already, are we? Thing about slings, they hide well.
Oh boy.
Left, right, left, right.
Kill some more of my guys.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
No.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
That's fine. Let's just make it quick. What was that?
We did it, Your Grace. The city is ours.
The Nilfgaardians had indeed prepared well, with grapples to repel hook ladders from the walls and long spears to rain down upon attackers far below. Meve managed on the fourth attempt to breach the defenses, but did so scrambling over the corpses of her own men. The Queen was in the field tent when Reynard arrived with surprising news. To be heard over the groans of the wounded, he had to raise his voice.
Your Grace, a delegation of townsfolk. They seek an audience urgently.
Dozens of burghers stood before the tent. Between them and the Queen, a man knelt in shackles. His face was blooded as if he'd endured a vicious beating just moments before.
Who's this?
Our blacksmith, Todor.
Snarled a priestess in a frayed robe.
He betrayed you, Your Grace. Soon after the Nilfgaardians arrived, within hours in truth, he offered his labor and strength. They didn't even need to ask. Forged arms and armor for them, all for imperial gold.
Meve gripped the beaten man's beard, tugged upwards and looked him in the eyes.
Did you forge the hooks and the tips for those spears?
I did, Your Grace.
It was fine work.
Growled the Queen.
Damned fine.
Show him mercy, milady!
Cried a withered old man in a flour-spattered apron.
When the blackclad bastards captured my son, they were eager to hang him. Todo spoke for him, saved his life.
He helped me too!
Hollered a woman in the crowd.
I were hungry. He shared what little he had.
The townsfolk began shouting over one another. Some told of the blacksmith's noble deeds. Others labelled him a traitor deserving of a cruel and violent end. Meve turned back towards the field hospital, pondering the case, then spotted her soldiers' corpses laid out in rows. Had it not been for Todor, there might not have been so many.
This man forged arms for the Nildguardians. 'Tis true.
Said Meve to the crowd.
Yet you, Baker, baked the bread they ate. And you, Potter, stained the cups from which they drank. Willingly or not, each of you aided the invader. Where does pursuing one's craft end and treason begin? I've no answer to that. So I shan't punish any for doing merely what's theirs to do.
Upon hearing the verdict, the Queen's troops stared in disbelief, then began to boil. As she walked back calmly to the tent, they jeered and hissed. At the last, it took Reynard to calm them down. Meve had saved Todor, but she was convinced she'd not see the blacksmith again. Come evening, he returned to the camp, with a wagon full of arms so new they shone.
If it weren't for you, Your Grace, they'd have torn me to bits with their bare hands.
He said, kneeling before her.
I thank you for speaking up for me. For my innocence, that is. I've a gift for you. A gift I knows you'll put to proper use.
Meve took a spear in hand, put it to her shoulder, and gazed down the shaft. The tip glowed red in the light of the setting sun.
Of that, my friend, you can be sure.
Oh, I got Meve's spear. Interesting. Thought I was done with their new weapons. Order. Set a unit's power to 1. Then trigger all allies' loyal ability. That's fine. That's fine. What does muzzle do? Seize a bronze enemy unit. Restraint. Quarry Foreman's notes. Translated from Nilfgaardian. Day 1. Resumed operations. Day 12. Northern wall collapsed. 12 deaths. 7 injuries. Day 20. Sent for more slaves. Day 26. Received slave transport. Many decrepit and unfit for labor. Assigned them 1/3 rations. Day 30. Eastern wall collapsed. 7 deaths. 5 injuries. Day 32. Sent for more slaves. Woo! Uh-oh. So what do you gotta say?
How could you, Your Majesty? He's crafted weapon for it blackclads. The very same what killed our lads. How could you, Your Majesty?
Freedom will cost us dearly. Dearly indeed. Freedom will cost...
Your Majesty, the hut's untouched. Ripe grain in the fields, 'tis hard to believe. I feared we'd have another Edirn here, with the blackclads setting fire to all.
I feared nothing of the sort. Nilfgaard's not stupid. Lands it aims to hold it doesn't destroy. And Willem did bend the knee to the Emperor.
Missed call. Who's phoning me? Locally, no less. Usually I get calls from other area codes because they're, you know, solicitors or scammers. surveyors. Surveyors? No. Not technically surveyors. In Captivity, when the scouts returned with information that Nilfgaardian slavers had set up a camp nearby, Meve let out a heavy sigh. She knew she must free her subjects, yet she also knew that when threatened, the blackclads, whips in hand, would turn those very subjects against her. Okay. Ooh. Slingers and pit traps have we? Well, this will be for later.
New orders? No?
Damage an enemy by the number of your allied units. Our drummers might only blitz you.
Left, right, left,
they are.
right.
Spawn a base copy of this unit. Return on turn starts from this unit from your graveyard.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Life had me ploughed, now here I'm marching proud.
As you wish, my lady.
Left, right, left. What now?
Cursed traitors.
Turn 1. 2. Turn 2.
To work!
3. Didn't take long. That's 7.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
You mad? Don't shake that! This could hurt.
That means I gotta. Anyway, use my decoy. I don't need to. But I'm gonna. Here.
Ours is not to reason why.
Watch your heads!
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Left, right, left, right.
Order!
Again and again and again.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Nildgaard!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Oh. Right. Well.
Hey?
That's not even the point. Sure there is. More damage than the fire.
Obedience or the lash!
Yeah. Take me on. Come on.
Back in line!
You got me. We only need one.
Hundred and 102, 103.
Here you go. Enjoy. The pits.
Life is mine now.
Bye, Knickers.
Catch him! He's worth 20 florins!
Oh, that's not what I expected to happen. They've enslaved Knickers. Well. No dog shall join the army, shall join the enemy. To the pits with Knickers!
Used to be, I hunted game. Men bring more coin.
I don't like that. But what are you gonna do?
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away.
Give him back? Oh boy. Sweet. Not that he's in the right position.
Zericania! Source of the best goods.
Sod it. Sod it all.
He doesn't get enslaved.
Don't like this. Sod it. Sod it all. Don't like this.
The Pathfinders
Sod it.
have arrived.
Sod it all.
Did I miss-time this again? Except for our cards, I'm pretty sure.
Not going into the fray already, are we?
If I create an infinite loop. Oh my god. Just envisioning pits just full of slaves. Oh man. It's brutal. Oh wow. I used up all my cards. Okay. So I guess if you're playing online and you have abilities like that, you're gonna want to do a lot to take out targets that allow your opponent to draw more cards. And as a player, you will want to have ways of clearing the board to make more space to trigger the abilities of the units that have abilities when they deploy. Report. My queen, we found a sizable store of gold under the floorboards of the dwelling. It appears someone has hidden their life savings. What shall we do with it? Leave it for the owner? Should he ever return? Or load it into our wagons? Take it. Better us than a looter. I'm on the same page as you, Meve. Because you're me. We're the same. Oh, go forward over there. Vitold, I leave you a small gift which should ease the fort's recapture from the Nilfgaardians. Do not delay the attack. The queen will soon reach the border. By striking from the rear, we can spare the burden on her troops, hastening their march on the capital. Rivia has life in it yet. Yarrowpeck. P.S. Secure the hideout's entrance. I don't believe the blackclads are on our trail, but Maletile protects those who protect themselves.